up, guys? We're back here at not Studio Lines, just
Studio Stadium.
Studio. It's a high school. Maybe it's not. Who's to say? We're shooting on the drum the Stolen Solo from Devon. It's our second most popular video, and people seem to really like it. So I'm going to play it on this drum, and then later I'm going to teach you how to do it. Here we go. The wave happens here, and I come back doing visuals. Good B-roll. Good B-roll.
Okay.
Get some of these in there.
Yeah. Just keep that going for like a couple bars.
And I'll do some of these as well.
Yeah, just to do it.
B-roll footage.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
3, and action.
And now that you've seen it, I'm here to break it down for you bar by bar, part by part. Here we go, from the top. So, it kind of starts in the middle of this piece. You're gonna be here for the start of it, all right? And you're gonna come around to play on the first upbeat of the bar, and a 2-E and, all right? Just 2 clicks and 3 drum notes. With the rest, and then on the end of 3 to beat 4. So slowly, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. All right, so you're gonna play that for 3 bars. That's gonna be your normal 3-bar phrase, right? And after beat 4, you kind of come here in the ambiguous space between the and beat 1. So those 3 bars will sound something like this. And 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The 4th bar, often known as the fill bar in like rock and roll and things like that, is 1 and 2 and 3 and big 3 and 4 and 8 and 4 and. So that bar by itself, it sounds like this. 1. Now this is where it gets a little tricky, because that transition from the 4th bar to the 5th bar is much faster than you're used to by a whole 8th note. So that's what I was struggling with in the first video that we did, getting that transition right. So, right, it's a little quick. But then we do those 4 bars again. So nothing different, same old 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Then we've got 8 bars of the snare drums come in, do the wave. That's 8 bars of rest, and then we're on to the next part. Here we go. So the next part is a little tricky, but if we just break it down by its basic components, we're pretty good. So 5-stroke roll, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Start with that. And then we have 4 notes that are, I'll use my mathematical terms, equidistant apart. So that means they sound the same in terms of like rhythmic clarity. They are the same space apart. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? But they start on upbeats, like super upbeats on the E's and the U's. So 1 E-N to E-A, E-A. 1 E-N to E-A, E-A. 1 E-N to E-A, E-A. Okay? Now, for the stick trick part of it, it's a little complicated, so we'll wait for that. After the E-A, E-A, it's 4 E-and, and it's on the drum to your right. I'm just going to do it right there for today's purposes. So, together with the right sticking, it is 1 E-N to E-A, E-A, 4 E-and. 1 E-N to E-A, E-A, 4 E-and. 1 E-N to E-A, E-A, 4 E-and. Alright, same thing. 3 bars of the same stuff. Now let's get to the stick trick part of it, alright? So 1 E-and to E. From that and to the E, you are doing a high mom. So you open your hand up like that, and you see how it's starting to come down? You turn it over. So that is a high mom. You let go of the thumb, and you swivel it around your fingers like that. During that, before that before that second note, you are going to do a high mom out and away from the drum. So, okay? Now during these next 3 notes on your left hand, E, you're going to do a stick toss with your right hand, a backwards one. I'm not as simple as you just throw that up and back and you catch it. So that, E, ba. And now, by the time I've caught it, I'm over my drum for my 3 notes, 4 E and. E, 4 E and. Or sorry, E, 4 E and. E, 4 E and. So together, that looks like. Pretty hard to do. Work on it slowly. All right, bar 4, which is also bar 8. Spoiler alert. Is 1 E and 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. So the upbeats, the ands, are on your neighbor's drum. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and a 4. All right, and I put accents on them because they sounded accented. So those 4 bars together that are repeated, we're just going to do the first time through. Sounds like this. Repeat it. All right. Then we have, the cutters while we wait. All right. Right now I just have them as 3 fermatas because, if you want to count out the number of bars or how long it takes in the movie to do it, you can. But we all can tell when it's about to happen, right? So transitions to match grip. So we got our hands are matching for this next part. All right. Good news. It's the same 2 bars, just we mirror it eventually, right? So the first bar starts with another 5-stroke roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so 1 E and a 2. All right, then we put a back stick on that beat too. Okay, and then another accent on the end. Oh. All right, once we've gotten there, beats 3 and 4 is. That's probably one of the hardest things of this whole thing, is being able to play like 7/16 notes at a speed of pretty well. Right? So, right? 3 E and a 4 E and a A. And during that, you're going something like that, right? So that bar on its own. All right, now we got bar 2. 1, and. 1, and. So it's alternating accents. And then during the 6th tuplet, we're doing a paradiddle-diddle. Now for the 3rd bar, the notation is the exact same. Same rhythms, same accents, same backstick. We just do everything off the left hand now. So repeat with the right hand off the left. All right, and then we have the sticks together while Devon moves up with Shawn, and then we do the exact same so we don't need to go through that. All right, now this next part's the hard part. So jumping into what we are about to see, so bar 8 of this next phrase is, by there we're supposed to be traditional grip, but it is 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a, it's just a long roll, 16th note based, and I like to keep it low for at least the first 4 bars, and then the 5th bar we're going to start getting a little louder, and then a little bit louder now, and then a little bit louder now, and then a little bit louder now, alright, until we're at our loudest. Alright, so everyone's supposed to cut off after 8 bars of roll. He continues going for a single bar. Okay. The next part is the best way we're going to break this down is we're not going to break it down by beats. We're kind of going to break it down by groupings. So we're going to be a little bit like, I'll say the next 3 16th notes, even though that might start on the and takes us to the E. It's just going to be easier to memorize it this way than to think of it as beat by beat. So we got, like I said, 4 beats of Devon's roll on his own. Then we've got another 5-stroke. Okay? So technically we have, 18 16th notes of roll before our next thing. I wouldn't think of it like that. I would think of it as 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a 1 E and. Alright? And so that first and, you got to backstick with your right. Right double, left double. That's kind of hard on some. You've got 2 of them. So right, left. Into a regular right hand. Okay? That's what the first bar is going to sound like without diddles. Now we go from here. We have another set of 3, but it is 1 E and a, 1 E and a. I think it's 3 E and a, what we wrote in our score. So beat 4, for those of you that are still with me, is a slurred 6-tuplet. So with a backstick on the first left. So it is a da-da-pa is what we call them. Da-da-pa, 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 da-da-pa. Da-da-pa, da-da-pa, da. Yep. Da-da-pa, da-da-pa, da. So that's the next part. So again, recapping. So 2 rolls, then 2 of the 3 hard 3s. Then to the 4. Right? To the 1 E and da. And then the slur. To the da-da-pas. Alright? So all that together, a little slow, sounds like this. 2 and 4 and a. Okay, one more time. 2 and here we go. Great. Now, moving on. We're continuing our slur stickings by doing some pa-da-das. We did da-da-pas, now we're doing pa-da-das. Pa-da-da, pa-da-da, pa-da-da. Alright, and that is just pa-da-da, pa-da-da. Beat 2 is this 2 E and a 3. 2 E and a 3. And the E is another backstick, so into this backstick on beat 3. Right? So beat 1 and beat 2, pa-da-da, pa-da-da, 3 and 4 and 1. Alright? Now 3 is that other hard 3. 3 E and up, 3 E and up. So those 3 beats together. It's easier just to do the last 2 beats together, So it starts off the left hand because remember beat 3 was, the last note was on that right hand. And it is 3 and a 4 and a 1. So without backsticks. With backsticks. All right, so that beat, that whole bar together, nice and slow. Okay, let's go even further back. All right, 2 bars. 2 bars sounds like this. Hope I hit it. At this tempo, sounds like this from the roll, from his solo roll. This has been me with Apex Percussion breaking down the stolen snare drum solo and teaching you how to play it. If you like videos like this and you want some more stuff like that of me teaching different types of drumming licks, let us know in the comments down below. As always, subscribe and like the video. It helps with the metrics, and we'll see you guys next time.
Okay. Don't move at all, don't move at all. Show me where you were playing.
Right, a little bit that way.
Okay, now play the same thing, but just play that drums parts.
Yeah, that'll be fun.